Hi guys, so Jason from JVA Carpy Adventures, and you join me again on a Friday after work o'clock back at Mousehole Lakes. This time I'm on Kingfisher, swim 11, and as I'll quickly show you, I've got nothing set up, so I need to get myself set up. So, let me see that guys, look, everything there, nothing here. So, gonna get myself set up and then we'll continue with the vlog. But for now, let's just roll that intro. Evening guys, and what a beautiful evening it's turning out to be. I've got to be honest, absolutely lovely here at Mousehole Lakes. Right, so the rods are out. I'm fishing. Let's show you where they are. So my right hand rod, actually there's just a little bubble coming up now actually, so might even get a take on video. My right hand rod, I'm just going to point today guys, is over towards that island but halfway, so kind of in line with this. So I'd say it's about there. It's a sort of a all nut pop-up special, I'm going to call it, or total nuts pop-up special. Sorry, it's a Bait Solutions. It's been pimped up a little bit this week. It's in a solid PVA bag and probably got about 10 boilers around it. Rod once again been kind enough to give me pimped up Carp Basics all nut, so that's got some around that. So the other one, yeah, it's a cliche I'm afraid, but I've gone towards the corner of this island. Whenever I'm over the other side of the lake, I always see them over here, so I'm going to put one over there. That is actually a Outlaw Pro Kriller wafter, which I've put on a slip D ring made out of fluorocarbon, so I'm hoping it's all invisible, with about 10 boilies catapulted over to it. Last one, just coming to the Willow Tree Island directly in front of me. I've gone 4 foot off in the middle. Again, that is one of those pimped up total nuts pop-ups with again about 10 boilies around it guys. I'm not putting any more baits out unless I see something else to go for. I won't be changing rigs. I'm going to make myself a coffee, relax and enjoy this absolutely beautiful evening guys. It is so lovely here. I think I'll probably also put the old rod cam out because I've got a feeling we could get a bite tonight. Morning guys, so 6 o'clock Saturday morning, and obviously with that lack of footage it means I've had nil fish again. What's going on? I have been thinking about it, and obviously it's I'm guessing for the best part it's generally because I'm always trying something new literally all the time, so I think I might be going back to sticking with something I know for the rest of this session maybe, and that'll either be Bait Solutions, something I know I've caught plenty on, so I may be popping back to the van later, but still bite time up to about 10 o'clock. So what's happened since you last seen me? Well, the first and probably most important thing, all 3 of the guys in the swims to my right, so that's 12, 13 and 14, who are all mates, nice guys, they've all had a fish last night, so well done guys. They did talk to me in the car park yesterday. They are guys that watch my vlogs, so hi guys, thanks for watching the vlogs. And they were, did you buy a scratch card? And I was like, yeah, I bought a scratch card and lost. So they're fully aware of my little jinx with regards to a scratch card. And I guess my bad luck is their good luck, because I heard them say that they'd never, all 3 of them caught in the first night straight away, so well done guys, blinding. Saw loads of fizzing yesterday evening after I put the rods out, so I decided to move my middle rod. Got it caught in a tree just above me on castings, had to pull that out, which was funny. One of the guys from the other side was like, oh, you're putting that in the vlog? Well, if it was on camera I would have put it in, but so I just thought I'd let you know. So yeah, we all do it. Happy with where the rods are, happy with the bait I'm choosing, happy with the rigs I've got on. The bait I've got is underneath a Bait Solutions all nut, which no, sorry, total nuts. All nut is carp basics. It is a total nuts, which should do well, to be fair. I've had plenty on, pimped up, so it should do well. Sorry, I've just made a coffee and I need it. But it's a pop-up. And I generally, although that said, it is a pop-up, I put an SSG shot in it to weigh it down. So it acts like a wafter. So it should be okay. It's on a slip D, on a fluorocarbon slip D rig. So it should be fairly invisible. So I am trying to fish as good as I can, if I'm honest, guys. It's not working out very well for me lately. I think the first thing I should do when I go fishing is not buy a friggin' scratch card. That's probably going to be the best move. But there's been a few boshing out during the night as well. So I think this weekend, activity wise, and I've seen, I don't know, I've probably saw about 5 or 6 shows last night, actual carp come out of the water. Loads are showing over the other side, which is always typical. Whatever side I'm on, they're always showing on the other side. But at least 3 have shown in my water. And I haven't gone exactly to them spots because they are the really popular spots and all the rest. So I haven't gone quite to them, but I have gone to spots that I've seen continuous, what looks like feeding activity. So I've stuck to them for now. I might change it up today, but not totally unconfident. What is it, 6 o'clock now? So I've probably got like 3.5 hours before I pull the rods in, pull them in about 9:30, 10 o'clock. So yeah, fingers crossed. I'm going to have a coffee, wake up a bit. Also guys, do you ever get that? I put the winter bag on. I didn't have the internal bit on it, so it's like a 3-season bag as opposed to a 5-season bag. But even that was too warm last night. I think I should have probably gone down to my boxers or something last night. I've got my joggers on, a hoodie on, and it's just too warm, and then that makes it hard to sleep as well, doesn't it? So yeah, it's that funny temperature, not quite cold, not quite warm, but I'm sure by the end of this month it'll be cold enough that I'll be glad to be in the bag and warm. Alright guys, well look, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. Don't forget the old mug on a mug competition, guys. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. You can't really watch the water because it's pitch black out there at the minute, but you can listen. So yeah, I'm just pleased to be out in the bank, guys, to be fair. Really, really pleased. It's just so nice being here, to be fair. Really nice. I missed it last weekend. Had to go with the missus and my sister to a psychic fair, so yeah, it's nice to be out in the bank. Absolutely love it. Can't wait to get a fish. It's been so long. What's going on, guys, eh? Give me some comments below if you guys all get the same sort of thing, you know, blank after blank. I've had 2 blanks in a row now, so it's like, whoa, what's going on? Oh well, fingers crossed. Gonna enjoy the coffee, watch the water, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Morning guys, so just going to give you a bit of an update for Saturday late morning. It's about 11:20. Just got all the rods out. As always, I bring them in at 10 o'clock, have a little comfort break, and I've decided to change it up a little bit. So I've gone back to the van. I have gone and got the bait boat because I've decided to do a bit of a flaked maize mix that's got some chopped boilies, some pelleting, some total nuts glug, and some Scopex glug in. So I'll show you that in a second. That's a bit of a mix that I've done. Alright guys, so since I was talking about it, I should show you. This is the slop that I've made. Now it is mostly flaked maize. I have added a few boilies in there, I have added some crumb, I have added some krill pellets in there, so there's a bit of a mix. It's been flavoured with Bait Solutions Total Nuts Glug and Scopex. So fingers crossed, combination of the two. I do believe there's plenty of fish feeding over there yesterday, so I think something like this should get them grubbing around a bit and hopefully slip up on one of my free baits. Fingers crossed guys. So changed lens, it's going to make it much better. Try and show you where my spots are. So everything's within my water obviously, but if we just go over to look towards the other side for the markers. So this tree over here is one marker, but I'm about here. That tree is another marker, but I'm about here, and then tight to the island. So what's on them? The first rod
if I'm correct, has got a Total Nuts wafter in a solid PVA bag with some of my sloppy mix over it. The second rod, so going to the middle tree over the other side, is one of Rod's Carp Basics all nut, and the third rod is an OG Fish from Parker Baits wafter. So just to recap, because I did that terribly, the one closest to the island, so now we're going to the left hand rod, we're going to work left to right, is Parker Baits OG Fish wafter, which is in yellow with some slop over it. The middle tree you can see on the other side, but in my water, is a Carp Basics all nut, and to the right hand tree of the swim opposite is a Bait Solutions Total Nuts. Alright guys, so let's just zoom that back out. Looking lovely. Bit of a breeze on today, the sun's not quite come up, but it's lovely to be on the bank. Really nice. The guys in 12, 13 and 14, so far I've had 5 fish and I've had nothing, so they're doing really well. I know they watch the vlog, so congrats guys, we're doing well. I'm sure they'll have more before the day's out, and fingers crossed I can get one. So far this scratch card jinx is doing me in, so fingers crossed I get something today. Evening guys, so Saturday evening about 5:30. It's looking like, if I point you over there, the light's going to go down soon, so I thought while I've got sunlight, let's show you where I am. So essentially I'm in exactly the same spots I was this morning, because I have not moved the rods, I haven't redone them, I'm not going to redo them. I do normally in the evening guys, I'll be honest, and you know, sometimes I'll change spots, but I'm just leaving them. I'm happy enough with the rigs, I'm happy enough with the spots, I'm leaving them. They all went down with about 10 boilies and a little bit of a maize pellet and crumb mix. So I had some of that mix left over, about 1 scoop per spot, so the spots were saved on the bait boat, so I've just sent it back out with a scoop of mix over each, topped up the area for the night. So let's just get that zoomed in and focused in. My right hand rod is in line with this point, but over in my water here. Middle rod in line with this, but in my water here, and the third rod is tight to the island on the corner, on the Willow Tree Island. So that's where they're staying for tonight guys. Either I'll have a fish or I won't. Like I said guys, in 12, 13, 14 I've had 5 fish between them since Friday. I've had nothing. Guy on swim 7 had a fish earlier today but has now left. I don't think there's been anything else out elsewhere, and also it seems to be quiet over the other side now, so as you can see in the photo at the minute, swim 4 is free over the other side, swim 6 is free over there, and I also believe swim 7 down the end is free. So let's refocus. There's definitely more lines in the water over our side. There's not the same fizzing and all that there was yesterday evening, but I've got to believe at some point they're going to come back to those spots. So the spots are generally in the centre of the screen now, roughly that area in the centre of the screen. So I have been catapulting probably about 7 or 8 boilies over each of the spots every few hours, and I'll probably do it maybe once more before I get into the sleeping bag. So that's where we are for Saturday night guys. Obviously I've really got my fingers crossed on this one. I'd like to make it not 3 sessions in a row where I've blanked here, but you never know, that is fishing. So hopefully I'll be able to give you an update later with a fish. Oh my god guys, check out that little bad boy. A curry roll from Mousehole Lakes. Cheers Harry for suggesting it, it's absolutely banging.
Morning guys, so your Sunday morning update. Yep, once again Jason's had no fish through the night. Don't know what's going on guys, I've got to be honest. Really happy with the rigs last night, really happy with the spots last night, although that said I did change one. I did have sort of 3 over towards the island, had them sort of within half a rod length of each other, so I had all 3 coming off the corner like that sort of thing. I decided to not have all my eggs in one basket and move one over to a margin spot closer to me. So I did move one of them last night, but nothing all night. I was up about 5 o'clock and did see some rings where my closer rod is, so my margin rod if you like. I did see some rings there, so I thought, oh, maybe a little bit chilly, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to get back in the bed for a little bit, stay warm. It's still a little bit chilly at the minute. I'm guessing it's probably about 10 degrees, because that's normally when it feels a little bit cold. It's not cold, but it's a little bit cold. So yeah, what am I going to do? Well, I kind of said to Emma, I've had 2 blanks on my last 2 sessions. If I haven't had anything by Sunday morning, I want to stay on. So if I don't have anything by 8 o'clock, which is only like about an hour and a half away, I might stay on, guys. I'd really like to not end this session on a blank, if I'm honest, otherwise that'd be 3 blanks in a row for me here, and I never used to blank here, if I'm honest. I used to do quite well. I know the guys next to me have done alright. I don't know if I've heard anything from the other 2 to the left of me. They came and asked some advice, because obviously I know the lake quite well last night, so hopefully I've put them on some good spots. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I mean, it's a lovely morning. I absolutely love being here. Got a lovely robin on my rods at the minute, a duck in front of my net. So hopefully, guys, you've been doing better than I have on the bank lately, because I've not been doing well. I think my last carp and catfish was at Cokin Farm. I don't think I've had anything since then. So yeah, I'm definitely going through a bit of a dry spell, but it does happen to us all. So you'll always see everything on my vlog. The only thing you did miss is me getting caught up the tree when I was casting the other day, but that's only because I didn't have the cameras rolling. Alright guys, well, I'm going to have a coffee. Think about maybe making up some fresh rigs to chuck on if I decide to stay, and I might actually change swims if no one's see what's available, and I might actually pack up here and then move. I don't know. I'm gonna have a little think, guys, while I have a coffee and wake up a bit more, watch the water a bit more, and cross my fingers I can get a carp before I pack up. Thanks for watching, guys. I will give a closure if I do end up calling a session to an end before I catch a fish, but I do appreciate you watching.
Morning guys, so it is Sunday morning, 9 o'clock on the dot. Now, I'm normally leaving at this point, but I've said to Emma this week, I've had 2 sessions with blanks, I don't want to have a third, so if I haven't caught by 9 o'clock I'm probably going to stay on, or by 7:30, which is normally when I pack up. So 7:30 though, I decided swims 4, 5, 6 and 7 on the opposite side were empty. So I checked with Phil if they were going to remain empty for today, and they are. People are coming in later, but not during the day. So 7:30, I've packed up, I've moved over to the opposite side, swim 5. The guys that were fishing 12, 13 and 14 said to me, Jay, they've been boshing out over there all the time. If we could be bothered, we'd go over there. Well, I can be bothered. So I've packed all the overnight gear in the van, moved over here, got all 3 rods in the water. It's 9 o'clock. I'm going to give it at least a few hours over here. I've got to try and get you guys a fish. I've blanked on the last 2 sessions. Let's see what I can do. So I'm going to quickly show you where my rods are, and then get the rest of my gear out and hopefully catch. Alright guys, I'm going to apologise because I know you're in the dark a bit here, but I'm only going to show you roughly where they are. It's only going to be for a few hours. So, Willow Tree Island is here. I've gone halfway in the channel. That's my right hand rod. That's on Carp Basics Walnut, supplied by Rod. Cheers Rod. And I've actually gone for a double 15mm on that one. So, next one I've gone just to the Willow Tree Island, about 1.5 foot off, and that is also, no, actually I tell a lie, that's actually a Bait Solutions Total Nuts wafter. So I've got a lot of faith in that. So that's to the island there. And then where you've got the island over here, I'm off there about 3 foot, and that is one of my own sweet red cork dust wafters, which I haven't tried for a while. I did catch on, so I've put that on. So that's slightly different colouring to the rest that's out there, and that's just in a solid PVA bag. So fingers crossed I can get something on that lot, guys. Alright guys, well, I have given it my best shot today. It's about to hit 12 o'clock. I've stayed for an extra few hours in hope that I can get you a fish, but it's not looking that way. Clearly my luck is no good. I think I'm going to do a thing where next time I'm coming fishing, I am not buying a scratch card. I think that's probably got to be the new thing. No scratch cards for me whenever I'm coming fishing, because it's just bad luck. So guys, firstly, thank you for watching the vlog. Really do appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. And if you like the videos, remember to give them a thumbs up. And if you want to be notified of future posts, hit that bell icon for me. Just leaves me to say, stay safe, stay fishing, and I'll see you in the next vlog.